Hi, my loves. We're going to do a very quick energy check-in. Pick a group. There'll be 3 groups. I'll just do 5 minutes for each because I'm going out, but I felt very cool to do a reading. So these are going to be the choices. This will be group 1, the white feather. Group 2, this gold crystal, fool's gold. Group 3, this ring. I love this. Group 3, lapis lazuli, very old ring. Okay, pick your group. I will timestamp it, or if I don't have time to timestamp it immediately, I will come back and do it, but I'll try to. If not, please timestamp someone. Okay, connecting in. Please, Spirit, connect me into anyone who comes across this video, across all time and space, past, present, future. Allow me to deliver the message for their highest good, grouping them into 3 distinct groups, connecting into my higher self, my team of light, my angels, ancestors, and guides, my gatekeeper guide, keeping me safe and protected, connecting into my higher self, channeling all chances, changes, possibilities, probabilities, anything that needs to come through for these 3 groups. Energy check-in, anything that is important to come through, please, Spirit, keeping my auric fields safe and intact, closing down the energies, restoring the auric fields, and wrapping us in universal love, light, and protection at the end. Okay, group 1. I'm going to write down the timestamps, then I will know to do it. Okay, group 1. So, maybe you're wanting peace, just coming through with this. You may also be finding feathers and signs and synchronicities may be a big thing. Maybe you've lost someone, or someone in spirit is trying to kind of come through, or you're looking for a sign or something like that. It won't be for everyone, but it could be for some of you. What do group 1 need to know? Ace of Swords. There will be, if that is the case, some kind of communication, and I think this is the case for all of you, even if you're not purposefully looking for a sign. I do think, because I said that and then the Ace of Swords popped straight out, that Spirit will be trying to communicate with you at this time to give you clarity on a situation. So it may come in a dream. It may come through finding something on the street, a physical thing. I often find books in the street, and I'm going to flip through one because I feel it's important for this group and see if there's a message. I often will hear snippets of conversations from people. Pay attention to these things. Maybe keep a journal, keep a diary, keep on top of the messages you're kind of getting in unusual ways, because you're going to get some kind of clarity. And I think it's going to be like third eye, crown chakra activation. Message for group 1 then from this found book. You can escape the stress caused by mess by cleaning and organizing the spaces around you, as well as throwing out unwanted rubbish. You can also help people in need by donating your unwanted things to charity. Your new bright and airy surroundings will help you approach each day with a relaxed frame of mind. Be like the turtle, at ease in your own shell. I feel like this is about you decluttering and clearing space. This can be a cord cutting card as well. I do cord cutting. If you need to, I have a cord cutting meditation on my Etsy, but if you need distance energetically from something, clearing your space could be a really good thing to do. You may also come across something as you're clearing out your space, which will give you some kind of clarity for some of you. This also could be relating to work or building something in your life. Maybe you're going to get some kind of insight around something collaborative that you want to do, or some kind of project you'd like to do. It may involve other people. Like I said, you may get something through others, like hear something through others, or someone may come in and give you some helpful advice. Maybe if you are moving, this is kind of a good combination of cards for like, this can be a sign that you will be moving if this is something you wanted. And you guys are going to get clarity. The sun is all about things being seen, things being understood. It's the opposite of the moon, which is confusion and deception. It's about honesty, integrity, happiness. There's illumination coming in. With these 2 cards, there's definitely something you're going to be understanding. And it may be that it comes to you in a strange way through spirit, but it really is going to help you. This may help you end one cycle and begin another. So it may be like the missing little piece in a jigsaw. And sometimes this is what these readings can be helpful for. They give you a little missing piece, especially when it's a general reading, not a personal one. It can't always give you everything, but it can give you a little missing piece that allows you to piece things together for yourself. But I feel like something is going to come together. Something is going to kind of lock together like a Rubik's Cube, and you're going to get the missing piece that allows you to kind of complete one cycle of like a computer game or something and level up, or just end something. Exactly, with the Eight of Cups, leave something behind fully. So you may have left something in theory or in your mind, or you may have moved house or want to move house. If so, okay, yes, you're going to physically be moving. But for those of you where it's more of an emotional thing, but you were missing just a piece of information that kept you thinking about it and questioning and wondering and stuck in limerence, the information and the clarity you can receive is going to set you free. It's going to kind of unlock it all. I'm getting self-love for you guys as well. So there could be something around self-love that's important. You're going to be making slow, steady progress forwards. But whatever this clarity it is that comes in, it does allow you to move past something. But this is in a positive way. Yeah, look, the end of a tough cycle approaches. You can ask for signs and synchronicities to guide you if you are feeling like it's really difficult, and you will get these little breadcrumbs that will lead you out of difficulty. Nothing is yet set in stone, so this is not 100% decided, which is good. It means that you have the ability to have some free will in this situation. Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. I've just done a personal reading for someone, and a lot of these same cards came out. So if you've picked this reading because it kind of makes sense, take it as double confirmation. But for anyone else, I feel like your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. When I'm talking about getting signs and synchronicities, it's the universe trying to communicate with you. For all of you, it's good to ground at this time, especially when you are getting a lot of spiritual downloads. And for some of you where it is someone that has passed on, there could be something like you get a sign from the universe. And trust me, none of you need a medium. You can all get signs and synchronicities from the universe and get messages from loved ones yourself. That may be the thing that enables you to actually move on in terms of kind of grieving that and letting yourself move forward. So that's all I've got time for group 1, but you guys can get a personal reading if you would like. I'm going to move on to group 2 now. Okay. Okay, so group 2. You may be thinking about like abundance at this time. You may be wanting to manifest. You may be thinking about career and finances. There may be a need to follow your heart rather than following like financial incentives for things with this Fool's Gold. But I think it's about grounding manifestation in reality. Let's see what comes through for group 2. Quick reading. Two of Pentacles, exactly. You need to ground something. Something around your career might be a bit up in the air. You may be juggling different jobs. You may be thinking about where you want to go. Do you want to leave something? Do you want to expand? Is there expansion in this job you're doing? Where do you want to go? Some of you could be thinking about traveling overseas, but something might be a bit uprooted in your life. Like you've had to go somewhere due to finances. You've had to leave somewhere. There could be a lot of fear and uncertainty. And with this combination of cards, maybe you're doing multiple jobs at the same time and like juggling things, having to juggle things. Everything is in flux. I think the advice for you is to just go with it. You know, the moon is never the same. It's always changing. Things always change. You kind of just have to surrender to it. Things are going to come into balance with the Justice card. That's what you want to see after the Two of Pentacles. It's like balance where before there was a bit of chaos. Some of you who could be fighting in some kind of legal thing with these cards, I feel that there could be something that kind of goes in your favor, especially if there's been a financial implication to this. You've been waiting for something to happen with this. All of you need to balance something in your life, and you need to connect more into your intuition. You may be ignoring kind of signs and warnings from the universe. You may be self-sabotaging a little bit. Someone with these combination of cards may not be great, and only take this if it resonates, please don't, if I'm telling you something that doesn't seem like it's going on in your life, this is not your pile, okay? Don't like make it fit for you. But there could be someone who's actually doing something that is not good around you, especially like it could be like something kind of unjust. You could be having like a court case with someone or something, and they're like deceptive, or there's someone who's not in their highest integrity or acting in a way that is out of alignment, sort of like deceptive energy, and a bit of a sabotaging energy. And maybe you've had some intuition on this. I feel you need to listen to your intuition, guys. I think you have a lot of fear, but you also have intuition, so you need to distinguish which is which. But whatever this situation is, it's destabilizing you. Someone may be juggling you and something else if it's not about your career. But with this, all that glitters isn't gold, which I associate with this fool's gold. And then this kind of deceptive energy of like trickery, thievery, cheating, someone wearing a mask, which is what the Seven of Swords means. Just be cautious that you're, scratching the surface to see that the thing is real. There's something deceptive, and it could be even that you don't realize you're deceiving yourself, or you kind of know you are, but you don't want to believe it. Something like that is going on. I think it will level out. You need to follow your heart. Your body is a compass. You do also need to allow yourself to move away from something if you feel like it's not right for you. You kind of need to send the message out to the universe that you love and prioritize yourself enough to leave what you know doesn't serve you. Then you're going to attract in something much, much better, because the universe will give you what you're saying you deserve. Do you know what I mean? A fiery climax approaches. I do think you're going to be releasing something, and it's quite intense energies. It could be someone where one of you is committed and there's like an affair going on, or something that makes you question your commitment to yourself. You're losing yourself in something. You're not honoring yourself in some way. You need to balance this out. Maybe you're spiritually bypassing what's going on. Like if you're in a kind of connection and you're excusing someone's behavior because you're saying, well, it's this sort of connection or something, but you're not being very practical about how someone is actually treating you in the real world. That could be what I mean with this like toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing. There is a need to actually be quite practical and think about what is honestly going on, and not get lost in the fantasy of that moon card, which is all this like poetic, romantic, seductive energy, but it's also, a lot of it is fantasy. So it's where the kind of romance ends and the fantasy starts. You guys need to work out that line, okay? And you need to have confidence in yourself and follow your heart, okay? With this Leo energy, this could all be coming to a head in Leo season, which we're in. So it might be going on like right now. Let me just get one more card for group 2, because that's quite a tough reading. Do get a personal reading with me if it resonates and you want more in depth, but you do need to align something in your life. Something is not quite fitting, and it's probably because it's not meant to, because it's not right for you, and you need to kind of walk away. Or something is not in alignment. I do think you're going to start getting some promptings from your kind of soul around this. And also I think when you leave these things that don't serve you, you're going to come into contact with things that are for your soul's highest good. Trust the niggle. How can I be more clear? Okay, this is enough of a message. It's crystal clear now. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust your body. If your body is like closing up and feeling uncomfortable and not happy, that's your gut, that's your intuition trying to tell you something. So do trust. This is for the people who suspect something is not right. You need to trust that. Okay. Group 3. So group 3, if you picked this ring, let's see the message that comes through for you. I kind of always associate this with like Hierophant energy, like deeply spiritual, like elder. I can't remember, my father got it for me, but I know it's very, very like powerful. I can't remember whose it was or what, but it's like deep spiritual teaching. So you may be a very spiritual group. Most of you will be who are watching this reading, but let's see, what's the message for group 3, please, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. There's something slow and steady you're going to be progressing towards. It's not the most exciting thing, but it could be around your career or your stability, and you're making progress towards it. Yeah, that's the other kind of energy that's similar to the Hierophant, the Hermit. It's this deep spirit. You're a deeply spiritual group. You may sometimes feel alone because you are a spiritual person, which can be like, you know, you go through these awakenings and a lot of people can't understand it because you're going against what most normal people are doing in their life, right? But you're finding this inner wisdom. You need to connect to this inner wisdom. This is like a beautiful light that you're going to be pushing out to the world. So you're not really alone because you're leveling up and you're learning these lessons, and the energy as you transform yourself through the shadow or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever processing you're doing, it shines a light out. It shines a light on darkness, which shines a light out to the world. We are all connected. So you connect to others. Some of you may feel like you haven't found your people that you can connect to, but slowly, slowly you will. Slowly, you're making progress. Yeah, you could have some sadness. I do get a sense of a bit of sadness or missed opportunity, but you're making slow, steady progress forwards. You may have come out of some kind of conflict and you might feel like you're quite isolated and on your own, but I think it was better than where you were before. You're working towards having a very satisfying career for yourself. Some of you may be making spirituality into something that you kind of do on a daily basis. Some of you may be doing spiritual practices on a daily basis, such as journaling or things like that, which I would really recommend. And it's just this finding this absorption in things you can do every day that are going to level you up. And I think if any of you are kind of creative and you feel this sense of loneliness, then kind of transmuting that into creation is something that's really powerful for you. Yeah. You do need to also let people in though. It's like some of you may go into a self-protective mode. Maybe you've been quite hurt in the past by other people, and you might have lost sort of faith in other people in some way, and so you're a bit closed down, you're a bit closed off. But look, Three of Cups, these readings are always so clear. You need to get out there and find your friends. You need to find your soul tribe. You will though. I think you will. You're on your way to it, but it's slow, steady progress. You're on your way to being able to go out and celebrate and have fun and be around people again and be around your people. Maybe some of you have actually been isolating for like health reasons recently or something like that, and it's like you need to get back out there and enjoy yourself. Some of you may be grieving something, so you've kind of isolated yourself to heal. All of you feel a little bit shut down for whatever reason it is. And there's a bit of conflict around wanting to be around people, but also finding it like peaceful to be on your own. And I think it gives you a lot of like spiritual insight to be on your own. You might be an empath, so being around a lot of people may be something that actually gives you a lot of, you feel everyone's emotions. So it's like balancing all of that. There is some kind of heavy burden you're going to be putting down. I think it's taught you a lot of lessons. This group may have been through some kind of spiritual awakening. There's a bit of a rebirth going on with you. It's like Phoenix from the ashes kind of energy. And there's a lot of transformation. Some of you may have suffered some kind of loss. But there's fast movement forward after maybe feeling that there was a lot of stagnancy. What else for group 3? The Hermit again. Look at you shining your light out to the world though. I did say that in the beginning, right? As you learn and level and heal, you're not really alone because you're shining your light out to the world and there are other people doing it, and you are connected through the kind of 5D or through energy, through consciousness. So you're not really as alone as you think, but you may feel it. I think you're going to come to meet your soul tribe soon, but it's like maybe something gives you a bit of a feeling of overwhelm around that, like you're not sure which way to go, what to do, who your people should be. You guys feel a little bit conflicted, but there is a cycle that's coming to an end. There is a sense of completion and homecoming, and you are going to feel this connection. I think this group want to feel a connection, but at the same time, connection overwhelms them. And at the same time, they need to be alone in order to get their spiritual downloads. This could be like a group that would apply to me or anyone that's like psychic or empathic or whatever, right? It's like you need to be alone, but you also want to connect. Yeah, look, a time for healing. You guys are doing some healing yourselves, but it's also healing others. Just through you doing it for yourself, you're healing others. But some of you may also be healers. There's going to be prosperity ahead for you. This is not just financial. Prosperity is abundance in all ways. So do kind of set your intentions, plant your seeds. Final message for group 3, please, Spirit. Ooh. To be fair, I think things are going to balance out. Maybe you've been learning some karmic lessons that are balancing out. Maybe you need to work on your balance of things in life so that they are like a bit more balanced, so you have a good work-life balance, things like that. By the book. And maybe you're going to do things a different way than what is expected. You go your own way in life. And that's fine. For some of you, I was getting a weird channeled message, and this is not for all of you. For some of you, you may feel like in the past, either you weren't worthy or you did something you weren't happy with, and you kind of shut yourself off as a punishment in some way. And you may feel like it's like a penance almost, or you sacrificed something. And then like, I'm getting goosebumps with it. So I think it's just for like one person. It's like really important message. You don't need to do that anymore. Like, you don't need to keep yourself, and even if it's not that, even if it's just as a way of keeping yourself safe, you don't need to do that anymore. Look, spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. Maybe some of you have stayed away from someone that is significant to you because you feel like you would be bad for them, or it's like you don't want to hurt them more, or you feel like you've hurt them and you're punishing yourself. I don't know what that's like a very specific message. But anyway, for all of you, it's about reconnecting again. You don't need to kind of always be in this state of being on your own and being strong, and it's okay to also connect to others, okay? That's all I've got time for. Get a personal reading if you need one. I'm going to close down the energies, restoring the auric fields, wrapping us all in universal love, light and protection. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, all the best. Much love and take care.